Hi and welcome to a YouTube rabbit hole. This one's very deep and I won't be able to cover everything since it's too much, but I will share the most interesting aspects of it. Before I start the video though, I got a few messages on social media from subscribers complaining that I don't upload videos or whatever. Yes, I have times where I miss a week or so, but in general you get weekly uploads by me. I think the problem is that you may not receive notifications for my videos. I'm just going to say this once and not annoy you with this in future episodes, but if you want to make sure to know when I upload a new video, you need to click on the bell icon and choose all after you subscribe. If you don't do that, there's no guarantee that you will see my video in your subscription box. I don't know why it works like that on YouTube, but apparently subscribing to a YouTube channel is insufficient. Without further ado, let's dive into this. Now, I don't really recommend checking out the channels for yourself, since they post not safe for work content, and I also won't be showing anything that could cross the line here. In my opinion, their channels don't really belong on YouTube because it actually could be considered self-harm, but it's out of my control. I also want to clarify that this could be defined as a cult, but I'm not 100% certain about it. There are countless YouTube channels linked to the same community, but just a few of them seem to take it to this level that is discussed within this video. I would consider them at the very least a cult-like group. Anyway, this rabbit hole first got my attention when I saw a Reddit thread made about it. The thread is now 3 months old, but the group is still more than active. Before we get into the countless of YouTube channels that are involved in this, I want to discuss their ideology. The overall theme of the cult is actually nothing too new. There's an article where the blood over intent ritual is discussed. To keep it short, the phenomenon of blood over intent rituals exists since at least 2013. The ritual ties everything from apocalyptic prophecy to individual self-improvement in a web of conspiracy theories, new age beliefs, and occult ideas. Now, this article discusses one part of this entire community, which focuses mostly on the conspiracy beliefs aspect, but there are many niches, so to say. The one I discuss in this video is maybe a bit different from the stuff discussed in the article, even though some concepts and ideas are pretty much identical. After the brief introduction in chapter 1, let's get into the main part, the YouTube channels. There are numerous YouTube channels linked with each other, and I will be jumping from one to the other, which may make it hard to follow me, but this is pretty much the only way to make sense of all of this as an outsider. Let's start with Saturn. The guy behind this channel is making videos for over 5 years now and is making them regularly since 2 years. The content is filled with conspiracy stuff and occultism. The interesting part of this channel is that it connects with other channels that share a similar viewpoint or rather ideology. He does this by referring to a female called Mary Barnes. In the video you can see a kid saying the following.
Hi, I'm Vanilla in the flesh. You're a little pussy. Hi, I'm Vanilla in the flesh. You're a little pussy. Hi, I'm Vanilla in the flesh. You're a little pussy.
Now, if you reverse the audio, you get I am the devil in the flesh, you are a little p. There are a few videos where he repeats this phrase. The most disturbing aspect of this is that the guy used a minor to say that line. If we take a look into the comment section, there's also a guy that harshly criticizes them. Imagine for 1 second this guy isn't the devil, the earth is round, and blood magic is fake. Then he's brainwashing his child and therefore a worthless child abuser. So that guy probably started investigating this when the thread was going on the subreddit. He replied to someone called Mary Barnes Makovic, who also has a YouTube channel that is uploading similar stuff. Normally I don't usually comment on stuff like that, but I hardly agree with what James says here. If you want to harm yourself, believe in that conspiracy stuff and whatnot, do it. But don't involve a minor that clearly doesn't understand what he's doing. That's just messed up. Anyway, there's one more account that is connected with Mary Barnes called Zeus and some random letters I honestly can't be asked, but he also did a video for Mary Barnes. In that video, some of the audio is reversed and the video also has an overlay effect, but you clearly can tell that he underwent a blood ritual. Midway, he says the following.
I am putting my blood up for healing Mary Barnes' health problems. I ask Mother Goddess to help Mary with all her health problems.
And so he pretty much sacrificed some of his blood for Mary's health problems. I guess he believes in some sort of spirituality, probably just Satan or whatever, and that blood sacrifice is the solution to things. It's basic occultism. But stuff like this can get very dangerous when he or someone else within that cult is influencing their own children to maybe do similar things, teaching them that this is the way to live. If you watch the videos on the channels of both of them, you sometimes get the impression that these individuals are trying too hard to be creepy. But then again, offering blood in their videos and filming that for someone named Mary is very strange. Mary Barnes could maybe be a person that they idolize, someone that should receive their blood offering. I'm not entirely sure how this works in detail, but Mary seems to function as something bigger or greater than Zeus and Saturn. She shares similar content on her YouTube channel, and I think she serves as a figure that is being prayed to by Zeus and Saturn. I'm not sure, but this is my impression. If we go back to the article that I mentioned in chapter 1, we can see that something along the lines of Satan as a plumber in Coral Springs, Florida is mentioned. Well, Saturn also uploaded numerous videos about plumbing logs. So he seems to also know about this and he works as a plumber. If you skip through some of the videos, you can see in some of them that he is in Florida, so this might confirm it. There are more YouTube accounts linked to all of this, for example Goddess Lilith. She can sometimes be seen under YouTube comments discussing with other members of the group and also does the same stuff they do on her YouTube channel. Similarly to Mary Barnes, she also is being treated as a goddess by other group members. That high respect for women is a common feat for Satanists, I suppose, but I'm not sure. There are way more YouTube channels that easily can be found if you look at the channel bar on the YouTube accounts, because they all follow each other. Anyway, the problem with all of this is that there is not a real mystery behind it. Yes, we have a weird cult-like group that is performing blood rituals, believe in conspiracy theories, are Satanists and include their own children into that group, but other than that, I don't think there's much more to it. There are countless other channels doing the blood rituals too, and they are not within this specific group of people. Also, the channels may appear cryptic at first because of the reverse audios and the overlays and effects on certain videos, but it's super low effort and reversing the audios doesn't even do anything since they include the normal version and the reverse version of the audio in the videos anyway. So you get pretty much both of them in one video. They mostly use the same phrases over and over again and just are believing in that occult type stuff. The only real problem I have with all of this is that they are clearly brainwashing their own children or other minors into believing all of that, which I morally disagree with, and I'm pretty certain that the parents also could get locked up for this. I went ahead and gave the police an anonymous tip, but I highly doubt something comes from it. I also thought about the possibility of this being an ARG or hoax, but knowing that this community exists since at least 2013 and they are showing their faces in the videos, are literally doing blood rituals, etc., makes it very unlikely that this is just some sort of joke. I think I'll leave it here. Like I said, this may not be a real cult, but rather a cult-oriented group that potentially involves minors to do the blood rituals with them. I'm very against that kind of behavior and would also recommend to spread awareness about this so the kids at least get away from there. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. Leave a rating and a comment and I'll see you next week. Goodbye.